chase him on that. I'd like to get Aces 2-1 out to the airspace.
Copy.
Hello Backpack Buddies Rocks Nation. We're going live from our studio in Miami to the Fort Lauderdale International Airport to get a behind-the-scenes look at the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter that will be participating in the 2016 Fort Lauderdale Air Show. Before we get to our interviews, let's meet the team. Captain Will Andriotta, the pilot of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. First and foremost, thank you for your service. Tell us where you flew in from today.
We came in from Luke Air Force Base, that's the 56th Fighter Wing, and right now it's actually the home to the largest amount of F-35s in the Air Force.
The F-35 is an incredible aircraft. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
It is, absolutely. It's the most advanced fighter aircraft that really has ever been built in this world. I mean, these sensors and the avionics and the helmet on this aircraft are really what's going to allow the Air Force to have air superiority in the future.
You mentioned the helmet. Can you tell us a little bit more about the technology behind it?
Absolutely. The helmet is actually more than just a helmet. It is a sensor of the aircraft. So it not only involves our heads-up display, it also has all of our weapon symbology. It entails our night vision. It entails our cameras that we can see 360-degree view. All of this stuff is basically in that helmet. So it is an integral part of the weapon system that is the F-35.
You have iPads that function in the helmet in front of you. Can you tell us a little bit more about how they work?
So we have touchscreens. We have 2 touchscreens that can be basically split up into 4 portals, 12 screens total that are all touchscreen while we fly. So very similar to iPad technology.
When you're looking out through the helmet, can you see the ground through your legs?
If I look through my legs and I have the cameras in my helmet, I can absolutely see the ground.
Did you have any family involved in the military?
I did. I had my grandfather and my father both served in the military. My grandfather was a 3-war vet. My father is a graduate of West Point, and really both of them inspired me to serve a cause that was greater than just something bigger than myself. So that is really why I decided to join the military.
Before you flew in the F-35, tell us some of the planes and other squadrons you were with.
I actually started off flying the F-16. I was stationed at Kunsan Air Force Base in Korea in the 35th Fighter Squadron, and then I moved on to Italy at Aviano Air Base, and I was stationed with the 510th Fighter Squadron, the Buzzards, and then I moved over to Luke Air Force Base, where I've actually been for 5.5 years on both the F-16 before I transitioned to the F-35 side, where I'm currently a member of the 61st Fighter Squadron.
How many flight hours do you have, and how many were in combat?
I currently have total in air and fighter aircraft over 1,800 hours. I have over 300 hours in the F-35, and I have 300 hours of combat time.
Can you tell us about the technology of this plane and the importance of it to the United States?
Absolutely. The importance of the F-35 is really, this is the plane that is really made for today and tomorrow, the one that's going to allow the Air Force to maintain the air superiority we have now, and also really counter any threats that enemies in the future come up against. In terms of the avionics, we have a completely reworked avionics suite that no one has ever seen before. You couple that with cameras that we have all around the jet, with the helmet that really involves the cameras, our night vision, all the sensors really intertwined with that helmet, and it is just it is really boils down to it is the most advanced fighter aircraft in the world.
Talk about how the military can provide high school students a great way to the future.
Absolutely. The military is a great avenue for people, as I said, who are really looking to serve something greater than themselves. Inside the military, there are so many different options of jobs that you can do, whether you want to pursue college and then go in as an officer, or whether you want to come in out of high school and go in as a enlisted. The Air Force itself, we really pride ourselves on having the best trained and the best educated force that we have out there. So really the opportunities that the Air Force offers is not just staked in what you do, but the continuing education that they allow you to do is just amazing.
We were also able to catch up with Staff Sergeant Leah Curtin. First and foremost, thank you for your service. In taking care of the F-35, tell us what your job is exactly.
Basically my job, I'm a crew chief, so I'm a mechanic on the F-35, basically taking care of inspections day to day, any kind of servicing, changing out any parts that need to be done, making sure the pilot has a safe flight for when he comes down.
Being such a sophisticated airplane, what other things were you working on before moving up to the F-35?
I worked on the F-15 before. I was in Eglin, Florida for 4 years, so coming to the F-35 is definitely a big step in technology, and it's really awesome to work on.
Backpack Buddies.Rocks focuses on teaching kids real life skills. Tell us about how being part of the military has influenced your life.
I think being part of the military is something bigger than yourself. Just day-to-day stuff, you're actually really impacting a whole group of people, the 1% of America that's, that signed the dotted line. So, when you do your job every day, whether it's just doing office work or changing a tire in a jet, I mean, you're really helping out a whole group of people that, protect the country every day. So just something small is really awesome, and it really makes you feel good about what you're doing.
Just in the area of maintenance, what are all the different jobs that exist?
In different areas of maintenance, basically crew chiefs are mechanics. We have avionics specialists on the team as well. They deal a lot with the navigation and communication parts of the jet. We also have weapons troops, so they get to help load missiles and bombs for different types of missions. And we also have kind of back shop that support us, and engine work. So there's a lot of different jobs just to work on one aircraft.
Seven 10,000.
Chester 6-1 targeted. Chester 6-1, stand by. Black Sox.
I would like to thank Captain Andriotta and Staff Sergeant Leah Curtin for taking time to talk about the most sophisticated fighter jet in the world. It's nice to know we can sleep soundly with such dedicated professionals ensuring the freedoms we take for granted. For Backpack Buddies at Rocks Nation, I'll see you next time.